We do know it has now been confirmed that Rich Homie Quan, the rapper, has passed away at the age of 34. Now, this is according to several family members and has now been confirmed by Fulton County as well. We do want to keep up with this story because we know that Rich Homie Quan, as this tweet said, provided so many folks with hits during the 2010s. You knew you were in for something special as soon as you heard his voice and his hook.
Don't do.
The hip-hop community is shaken today as heartbreaking news spreads about Rich Homie Quan's sudden death at just 34 years old. Fans everywhere are devastated, mourning the loss of such an influential and talented artist. It all started when Thugger Daily, a source known for following the Young Thug trial, shared the shocking news on Twitter. While some fans believed it right away, others were skeptical, as it wasn't an official source. Despite the uncertainty, the news quickly took over social media, with countless fans desperately hoping it was just a rumor and praying for Quan's well-being. But those hopes were crushed when fellow artist Boozy Badass confirmed the sad truth on Twitter. Adam22, a major figure in the hip-hop world, also shared a message that verified the news, sending shockwaves through the music industry. The sadness was felt everywhere as fans and artists alike expressed their disbelief. What makes this story even more heartbreaking is that just before his passing, Rich Homie Quan left a message for his fans, almost as if he sensed something was coming. Curious about what he said? Don't worry, we've got all the details on his final words and a deep dive into this tragic event. According to reports, Rich Homie Quan's girlfriend shared a heartbreaking account of the events leading up to his tragic discovery. She found him asleep on the couch that morning, covered him with a blanket, and left to take her son to school. When she returned home, she realized something was terribly wrong. Quan wasn't breathing, and she couldn't find a heartbeat. In a panic, she called 911, describing the situation.
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
As the tragic news unfolded, close friends revealed that Quan had been struggling with narcotics. A viral video resurfaced showing Rich Homie Quan being open about his battles with addiction and the challenges he faced in the music industry. His career had taken a noticeable decline from its peak, and he was not alone in this experience. The pressures of the industry can weigh heavily, and for many artists, the highs of success often come with deep lows.
You know what I'm saying? I can't drop no music, my show money down. Man, I got a dark cloud over my head, bro. I probably was the person, I would definitely say, I probably was the lowest I was in my life, because you got to think, man, I went from here to here bad.
Even fellow rapper Fetty Wap once mentioned the struggles of going from the top of the world, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, retiring family members, and buying homes, to suddenly facing financial stress and a steep decline in fame. For Quan, these pressures might have led to the tragic circumstances that surrounded his death. Now, many of you know Rich Homie Quan, whose real name was DeContest Devontae Lamar, as one of Atlanta's most well-known rappers. The name Rich Homie Quan reflects his spirit rather than material wealth. He describes himself as rich in spirit and values loyalty and family. The homie part of his name emphasizes his desire for a close-knit community where anyone can feel like part of the family. His stage name combines his real name, Quan, with Rich Homie, highlighting his roots and personal growth. Quan's big break came when he began collaborating with independent labels and local artists in Atlanta. Influenced by the southern rap scene, he blended catchy melodies with hard-hitting lyrics about life's struggles and aspirations. His breakthrough hit, Type of Way, released in 2013, catapulted him into mainstream success. The song's infectious hook and relatable lyrics resonated with a wide audience, establishing Quan's place in the rap world. And Rich Homie Quan's talent didn't go unnoticed. He was nominated for several awards at the BET and BET Hip Hop Awards, including Best New Artist and the People's Champ Award. His success also led him to collaborate with some of the biggest names in the industry like 2 Chainz, Young Thug, Gucci Mane, and Trinidad James. Born in October 1989, Quan was the eldest of 3 siblings and grew up in a single-parent household. In his younger years, he dreamed of becoming a professional baseball player.
Baseball make more money than all the sports.
But life took a different turn, and music became his calling. He was open about his struggles growing up and even spent 15 months in jail in 2011 after getting involved in a series of burglaries. Once he was released, Rich Homie Quan poured everything into his music, and it paid off. Rich Homie Quan's rise to fame was marked by his unique ability to blend melodic rap with gritty storytelling. His music, which resonated with fans through catchy beats and real-life experiences, left a lasting impact on the rap scene. Even though he stepped away from the spotlight in recent years, his early contributions continued to influence new artists, leaving a significant mark on the genre. Tragically, just days before his passing, Rich Homie Quan was seen performing with incredible energy and liveliness. His vibrant stage presence and passion for music were evident, making his untimely death even more heartbreaking. But Rich Homie Quan wasn't just known for his music. He also became a key figure in the YSL RICO trial before his sudden and shocking death. The rapper was set to take the stand in Young Thug's ongoing trial after being subpoenaed by prosecutors to testify as a witness, as reported by Vibe. On May 15th of this year, Twitter account Thugger Daily shared the news, posting, "Rich Homie Quan has officially been subpoenaed by the state in the Young Thug case." The tweet even included a copy of the subpoena signed by Fulton County Lieutenant Investigator Justin French. This news brought even more attention to the case, with many wondering what role Quan would play in the trial. Now, for those who may not be familiar, the trial involving Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, revolves around serious charges of conspiracy and criminal street gang activity under Georgia's Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. The case kicked off in May 2022 when Young Thug and 27 others connected to his label, YSL Records, were indicted. Prosecutors claim that YSL isn't just a music label, but also a criminal street gang. The charges against them include racketeering, illegal substances, possession, and involvement in gang-related activities. The trial, which began in November 2023, has been complicated and full of delays, making it one of Georgia's longest-running criminal trials. Multiple reliable sources have confirmed that Rich Homie Quan gave a police statement in the past, which is now expected to come to light in the ongoing trial. In a follow-up post, the account stated, "We're going to see it in court," suggesting that Quan's involvement will play a significant role in the case as it unfolds. Initially, nearly 700 witnesses were listed by the prosecution, a number that has since been reduced to around 200. Among those witnesses are well-known artists such as Lil Wayne and Gunna, although they were not required to testify. The Los Angeles Times reported that Gunna was arrested in May 2022 as part of the RICO case against the YSL gang. He was later released in December 2022 after reaching a negotiated guilty plea on a racketeering conspiracy charge. This case has put the spotlight on the intricate connections between the YSL group and various figures in the hip-hop world. And just days before his tragic death, Rich Homie Quan had responded to testimony given by Lil Woody in the ongoing trial. Woody, whose real name is Kenneth Copeland, claimed responsibility for a shooting that took place at a barbershop owned by Rich Homie Quan's father. According to Woody, he and an associate known as Threat targeted the barbershop as part of an ongoing dispute. This incident, which happened years ago, had resurfaced due to Woody's testimony on the witness stand. Woody admitted to shooting up Rich Homie Quan's dad's barbershop in September 2014 to send a message. In another tragic twist, Threat was shot and killed during the trial, further complicating the narrative. He was discovered in an apartment near Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, the result of an aggressive shooting that took place in the early hours of the morning on July 2024. In response, Quan accused Lil Woody of exaggerating the story, stating that Woody had embellished the details of the event. The barbershop shooting was a significant moment in Quan's life, and hearing it brought up again in court clearly affected him. He said, "The barbershop did get shot up, but it wasn't like what he said it was. The same day the barbershop got shot up, it was back up and running, so it couldn't have been like what he said." The tension between Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug was also highlighted during the trial. According to Hip Hop DX, when a witness was asked about the issues between the two rappers, Young Thug was seen laughing in court, which added another layer of intrigue to their once close relationship. Now, in the early 2010s, the two were extremely close. Young Thug first teamed up with Rich Homie Quan as part of the Rich Gang Collective. led by Birdman. Their collaboration was electric, blending their unique styles into something fresh and exciting. Quan's melodic flow and introspective lyrics mesh seamlessly with Young Thug's eccentric delivery and unpredictable vocal range, creating a dynamic partnership that quickly grabbed the rap world's attention. One of their standout projects was the Rich Gang, the Tour Part 1 mixtape, released in 2014. This mixtape was a massive hit, featuring tracks like Lifestyle, which became an instant favorite. The song highlighted their strong chemistry, with both artists delivering memorable verses over a smooth melodic beat. Lifestyle topped the charts and cemented Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug as a powerful duo in the rap scene. Other tracks from the mixtape, such as Freestyle, Milk Mary, and War Ready, further showcased their undeniable synergy. Fans were drawn to their infectious energy and the way their talents complemented each other. For a time, it seemed like Quan and Young Thug were on the path to becoming the next big rap duo, with their combined skills creating something even greater. However, as time went on, tensions began to surface between the two. Their relationship became strained, and behind-the-scenes issues led Rich Homie Quan to distance himself from the collective and his partnership with Young Thug. What's even more poignant is that just days before Quan's passing, he spoke about his willingness to reconcile with Young Thug. In an interview, when asked about the possibility of collaborating with Thug again, Quan expressed hope. He shared,
"At some point in the future, either be unreleased music or whatnot, that we'll hear y'all on a song together again."
That I don't know, because we do have a lot of unreleased. We do have a lot of music that hasn't been released, but who knows what the future holds? First and foremost, let's free Thugger, let's free anybody locked up, let's free Luwop, Lucci. It's a touchy situation, so I try not to talk about it a lot, but I don't know what the future holds, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a conversation.
Another message he shared before his passing was urging his fans to avoid illegal substances no matter the circumstances.
Don't do man, my finger be yellow because I be smoking, bro. I smoke, man. I don't know why I do that. It's like, but if I don't get my nail did, it don't turn that color.
Fans now feel unsettled by Quan's death, especially given his vocal involvement in discussions surrounding the YSL RICO case. Along with the strange timing of Lil Keed's death, it has left many fans speculating about something deeper going on. This sudden loss seems too coincidental to ignore, especially considering the eerie parallels between Quan and Lil Keed, another artist who was supposed to be involved in the YSL trial before his untimely passing. When Lil Keed passed away, many were quick to connect the dots. A viral tweet shared at the time read, "There's no way that Young Thug, Gunna, and most of YSL get arrested. And then Lil Keed suddenly passes away? Something's got to be going on." Fans were left scratching their heads wondering if YSL was being specifically targeted. The timing was too close, too strange, leading many to believe there was more beneath the surface. What's even more alarming is how rappers connected to YSL seem to be pulled into this ongoing saga. Gunna, Lil Baby, YFN, Lucci, and many others have found themselves under scrutiny due to their ties with Young Thug and YSL. DJ Academics later added fuel to the fire, revealing that Lil Baby and his 4PF crew were next on the DA's list for a similar investigation. He hinted on stream that another Atlanta-based rap group with a three-letter name was under scrutiny, leading many to assume 4PF was about to face the same fate as YSL. The speculation only grew. With YSL connected to major record labels worth billions, fans began to wonder if there were larger forces at play. Could these powerful companies be pulling strings behind the scenes, doing whatever it takes to protect their investments? The legal trouble surrounding YSL, paired with the sudden losses of key figures like Lil Keed and Rich Homie Quan, have led conspiracy theorists to believe that there's more to the story than what meets the eye. Adding to this unsettling news is the alarming rise in deaths within the rap community due to illegal substances. The number of rappers who have tragically passed away this year alone from such overdoses is a wake-up call. These deaths highlight that no matter how wealthy, famous, or influential someone is, death doesn't discriminate. Meanwhile, as the news of Quan's passing quickly made waves, many celebrities began paying tribute to him. Fellow rapper Playboi Carti honored Quan by sharing his music and videos on Instagram. Carti's tribute wasn't just limited to his songs. He also shared clips from a laid-back gathering that included big names like Soulja Boy, Birdman, Young Thug, and more. It didn't end there, as Baton Rouge rapper Boosie Badass also confirmed the heartbreaking news. He took to Twitter, now called X, to share his shock and sadness. The 41-year-old expressed that he had just heard about the tragic loss and revealed they had spoken recently. Just got word, at Richie Home Quan. Just odd. Just talked to Quan the other day, Boozy wrote. He continued, just talk to you, bruh. Hashtag tip Quan. Never go forget yo smile in the way you talk, and of course yo music. The post of Boozy's raw reaction to the news received over 890,000 views in less than 1 hour. Jackie's also shared his grief with a heartfelt post, writing, "Rest in peace, my brother Rich Homie Quan. I love you for life." His message reflected the deep bond he had with Quan and the pain of losing such a close friend. Lil Duval joined in the tributes by posting a photo of Quan, honoring his memory with a simple but powerful gesture. Meanwhile, Quavo took to his Instagram stories to pay his respects, sharing photos of himself with Rich Homie Quan. He further stated, "May God be with us. Never saw this being part of our journey." Rapper 2 Chainz also took to Instagram to express his sorrow, writing, "Damn, lil' brother, we just spoke about shooting a video. Special prayer for you and your family, and pray for any and everybody that's dealing with something." His message captures the sense of loss felt by those who knew Quan personally, reflecting on the suddenness of his passing and the void left behind. Megan Thee Stallion, another prominent figure in the hip-hop scene, added her voice to the chorus of tributes with a heartfelt message, RIP to one of the best. But amidst these tributes, it is Quan's final Instagram post that stands out. Posted just days before his untimely death, the photo shows him at an optometrist's office, peering through a pair of glasses with the caption, "Vision clear even through the BS." This seemingly ordinary moment takes on a tragic significance in light of his passing, serving as a stark reminder of how suddenly and unpredictably life can change. As the music world mourns the loss of Rich Homie Quan, it's also a moment for reflection on the legacy he leaves behind. His contributions to hip-hop are significant, not just for his chart-topping hits, but for the way he connected with his audience. His music had a unique ability to resonate with listeners, offering both a mirror and a refuge for those who felt his struggles and triumphs on a personal level. Despite the ups and downs of his career, including a single studio album and several notable performances, Quan remained a beloved figure in the hip-hop community. His music continued to influence and inspire, even as he faced personal and legal challenges. The fact that his final Instagram post, featuring him with a pair of glasses and a message about clarity, was so poignant, it underscores the irony of how quickly life can change. And in the wake of his passing, there will undoubtedly be further discussions about the circumstances surrounding his death and the impact it will have on his fans and the industry at large. As we await for more information about Rich Homie Quan, it's crucial to reflect on the positive impact he had on those around him. From his humble beginnings in Atlanta to his rise as a significant figure in hip-hop, Quan's journey was marked by resilience, talent, and a deep connection with his audience. The outpouring of tributes and expressions of grief from fans and fellow artists alike underscores the profound effect Quan had on the music world. One fan captured the sentiment perfectly, saying, "Sad to hear about the passing of Rich Homie Quan. His music was a big part of my teenage years, especially his track Lifestyle. He had a unique sound that left a mark on the Atlanta rap scene. Rest in peace to a talented artist gone too soon." Such heartfelt messages reflect the deep sense of loss felt by many who grew up with his music and found solace and inspiration in his songs. But what are your thoughts on this? How did Rich Homie Quan's music impact you? Feel free to share your memories and reflections in the comments below. While we await for further updates and more details about this situation, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos that explore similar stories and topics.